the next one I want to talk about is Yarrow. Just about everybody has it probably in your yard. And I have other videos on there about Yarrow and pictures of it too on my wall. Because it's hard to get everything on a live. But I do have other videos and I have them on YouTube. And now I'm trying to download them so I can re-upload them for TikTok too. But Yarrow is amazing. And when I found out about it, when I was in school, they said there was a girl. She was really sick and she was dying. This was back in the 1800s. And the lady's husband was working at the railroad. And the doctors used to come to the house back then. Even when I was a kid, they did. So he came to the house and she was very high fever. She wasn't eating. The doctor said she wasn't going to make it. He told the lady to go call her husband, to go down and get her husband and tell him to come see his daughter before she passes because she wasn't going to make it. Well, she left a neighbor with her daughter. Her neighbor made some Yarrow tea. Okay. This is why sometimes you got to listen to people. Made her some Yarrow tea. And what she did is she spoon fed her, got him to drink it little by little. And when they came back, that girl was sitting up in bed. Her fever was gone and she was well. And I'm telling you, Yarrow is amazing. Okay. My daughter, I had one of my older daughters. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. She had a UTI and she gotten sepsis from it. She had to go in the hospital. She was in there for 10 days. Scared me so bad. And she was married, it was an older girl. And they were trying all kinds of antibiotics. They did not work with her. And I was getting nervous. This is my kid. So I just happened to have the tea bag, the echinacea with the Yarrow in it, the medicinal teas that I have on there advertised. And I had that, and because it has a little packet, and I keep it in my purse for if somebody's got a cold or sick. I was like, here, take that. When I worked at the school, I was bringing it in because everybody was taking it so they wouldn't get sick. Because it boosts your immune system and heals you quicker. But it also, Yarrow is antiviral, antibacterial too. And it's antibiotics. So I asked the doctor, I said, can she have this tea? Because I was getting nervous that nothing was working. She wouldn't eat. She hadn't eaten like 3 days. It was scaring me. Okay. And so he looked at it and he goes, oh yeah, that's really good. He goes, and then he started talking about goats and he had goats too. And so I knew he was kind of into the natural, which was good because she was in the hospital. So anyways, I gave her that tea and I honest to God, within a half hour, her fever went away. She was sitting up in bed and she started to eat and she went home that night. And God is so good. I'm telling you. And he's the one that taught me a lot of this stuff. He's amazing. It's just like sometimes if you don't have money or insurance, sometimes it's a good thing because if you pray and you turn to Jesus, the master physician, he's the one who taught me stuff and he's going to get the glory for it because I'm telling you. And I use that all the time with the medicinal one, the medicinal teas because it's got the elderberry in it and the Yarrow. So if anybody's starting to get just a little bit of a cold, I make sure I buy a bunch of it. Because I have kids that live from Florida to Maine to my other daughter wants to move to Chicago. I mean, they're all over the place. So I always buy that tea and give it to them and make sure they have it on hand. So if they start to get a cold, it just knocks it out right away before they get sick. So that is Yarrow. And I do have a video on it. And I do have one on the medicinal teas, more information about it. If you go on my page. Okay. And I do have the TikTok shop with the medicinal teas. But if you don't, the medicinal teas are good. It's got everything in it. And the thing about Yarrow is, even if you bought just plain Yarrow tea, it doesn't really have much of a flavor. So little kids, you can steep it strong and mix it with another tea, or you can put juice for little kids, just like my grandkids, I would say steep it really strong and just put just like an inch in a cup and then mix juice with it. So, because kids, sometimes they're fussy about things, but it's not a gross tasting tea. It's really good. So, and that is, to me, it's a must we have on hand, especially when winter's coming.